I don't think that's normal. It's got like a groove where it gets stuck. Hello everybody, Papa Blue Shirt. I have to work on my bike today. Something's wrong with the headset bearing. And I looked all over the place and I can't find out what size it is, so I'm going to take it apart and see if I can clean it up. And if I can clean it up and make it last until I can get one ordered, there should be marked on it what it is. So that's what I'm going to do today. After a few exchanges of emails through Ecotric, I ordered a part. And the part came today, so let's see if they sent me the right part. All right. Well, looks like it. They even sent a bolt and the star nut on the inside. So yeah, looks like everything's here. So let's get going on this. If you see in the background here, this is my painting easel. You want to see how I made that? I'll leave a link down below, but really makes it nice for doing my paintings. I can just put this anywhere I want on there and it'll hold it for me. So I'll put a link down below for that. But for today, we'll get going on this. So what we got to do is we got to take off the handlebars. There's a little plastic thing on here, like that. It just fits over top of that. Set that up here. And then take an Allen wrench, if I can find where I set it. Where'd that put it? There it is. And what you want to do is loosen up the handlebars first. Take this right off on the side here. Just loosen this side up here. Loosen this side. And as I heard someone say, those are your Jesus bolts. If you forget to tighten those down, you go see Jesus. So we want to make sure we don't forget to tighten it. I want to go see Jesus, but not exactly right now. I mean, you know what I mean. All right. So that's what that looks like. We'll put that up here by this other part. And then we can just pull this handlebar right off. Just like so. And then we'll just hang this over here out of the way. But now, got to get the bike up in the air somehow so I can take the fork out. So let me get a rope or something. All right, I just hooked up a rope to it, and we're gonna see what we got here. Actually, it's a strap, but I won't get too technical with you. Remember which way these go, I guess. That way. And the split ring goes on that way. And this whole thing should slide like that. Oops. I forgot to disconnect the brake. Got to disconnect the brake caliper because it won't let it go down enough to get the fork off. And I forgot about that. So, we'll do that now. I wonder why ain't it going down? And just like that, my fork is off. All right. Now we got to get that out of there. Okay, they actually make a special tool for doing this, but it will come out this way. And that's what that looks like. And you got to do the same with the top. Now, the bottom one I've had out because I was trying to figure out what's going on with my bike. Top one I haven't, so let's see what this does. Might be a little harder to get this one out, maybe. Yeah. Other than shooting it halfway across the room, not too bad. Got it full bunch of grease because I tried to grease it up. See if I can fix it that way. Word to the wise. Word to the wise. If you got a flat bearing, putting grease on it don't help. Doesn't help. But I thought I would try. Well, they look the same to me. They look the same to me. And both of these are the same size. Everything's the same. So, what do you think? They would put some grease in there or something? I think I'm gonna grease them. I don't know if you're supposed to grease these or not, but seems only common sense that it would need some grease in it, so. Only take me a minute to put some in here. This is actually some bicycle grease. I'll put a link for that down below. Something I already had, so when I was doing something else. And I just kind of rub it in the edge here and kind of put some pressure on it so it goes back in there. And I just keep spinning it around. And maybe this one will last longer than the other one. I got 9,100 miles on it, so that's when mine went out. Me putting the grease in there did make my thing, feel better, but I could still feel it. So I loosened it up a little bit, and it seemed to work a lot better. But I wanted to have this because it's like if you ever went down a road that has so much of grooves in it, that's what it feels like. It just kind of rotates from one flat spot to the next. And it feels like you're in a groove in the road. All right, I'm just going to take this board and hit it. These are press fitting. They make tools for all this, but you can do it without the tools. Just got to make sure you make it seated all the way down there. I'll show you what that looks like. See there? You can see it's seated all the way down. So that one's in and ready to roll. And so I'm going to do the same with the bottom. We'll pound that up in the bottom. And so I got to do the same with this one. Put some grease in it. Just rubbing it in. Just like you used to do in the olden days when you used to pack bearings. You just keep packing it. In the olden days, you'd make sure it come out the other side. But I don't think it's really necessary for this because it just gives it a little bit of lubrication so it doesn't get dry in there. Also keep out all the any moisture that might get in there and start to rust this. The old ones didn't seem, well, I'll take that back. The old ones were pretty rusty because I cleaned them and cleaned them and cleaned them. At least the bottom one was. The top one didn't look too bad. But I think that's because from the factory, I don't think they grease these. Maybe it'll be something I regret later, huh? I don't think so. Anyways, I bought these after a few emails from Ecotric, and I was pleasantly surprised at how much they cost. It was $15, I think, for the whole set with free shipping. So only thing I had to pay was my sales tax, which you'd have to pay anyways. Yeah, I was happy with that. I'm going to put some grease around this edge here so it slides in that thing a little easier. Oh, maybe I'll get another 10,000 miles out of this. Or 9,000 as the case may be. Okay, and that's the same deal on this side. You can see trying to figure out what was going on there, but it looks like my cable wore off the paint right there. Anyways, want to make sure this is all the way on, all the way around. Right. Now, look at all these other parts I got here. Like I said, I think I'm going to leave the. Oh man, look at that! They even give you the little round thing to put back in. But I can use the old one because there's really nothing wrong with the old one. I'll put the screw in here like so I don't lose it. Yeah. Okay. This is a hard ring. This is metal. And this one goes on the bottom here. See how hard this is to get this one off. Gotta do a little screwdriver. There we go. There we go. See, that comes right off of there. And then put this one right on. Now, I don't know how I'm going to get that to go down without ruining it. I'll use the old one. That worked. I just took a piece of 1.25 inch PVC and that slides right over there exactly with a little bit of room to spare, and then you can just hit it down. And voila, it's on there. So that worked good. These are all put together in the factory, and they probably don't spend time doing this extra things that you do yourself. All right. Now, see if I can slide that up in there. Yep. All right, let's go ahead and take this down. There. Now I can just put it back together. So, if I remember right, yep, it looks exactly the same. So then this goes, split, the curved part goes down. I don't think it's broke because that split is supposed to be there. So we'll put this down here, slide it down. And then all right, well, I'm going to put this little plastic thing back on here. Make that really nice. And we'll call that done. That's what it looks like. And hopefully it'll work right. Work good. Alrighty, it's Papa Blue Shirt. As the horseflies hit the side of the building, make all kinds of noise. That's a wrap, I guess. I was very pleasantly surprised how much the headset actually cost, and I expected it to be a little more than that. So my bike is good for another 9,000 miles, hopefully, maybe even longer because I put a little bit of grease in there. So we'll see how that goes. There are a few specialized tools you can get to do this, but you can do it without it. But if you want to get those, I'll put a link for those down below. Alrighty, it's Papa Blue Shirt. Thanks for watching, and may the good Lord take a liking to you.
May the good Lord take a liking to you. Hallelujah. May He spread His blessings on your trail. Hallelujah. May He be your guide anywhere you ride, and be always your host when you're needing Him most. May the good Lord take a liking.